Good, okay.
Okay, stand for the pledge.
David, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, everyone. We're all cheerful today. Welcome. This is our 14th meeting of the year. It is Thursday, April 8th, 2021 at approximately 10:07 a.m. So we will begin with the business portion of our meeting, and I will ask for motion to approve previous minutes of board meeting number 13 and approval of bills for payment.
So moved. Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes.
Commissioner Middy?
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficante?
Yes, and I'd like to recognize Deputy King over there. Nice to see you, sir. Okay, motion to approve journal entry number 1.
Motion to approve journal entry number 1.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes.
Commissioner Middy?
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficante?
Yes, under agreements, we have letters A through F. And we'll begin with Convention and Visitors Bureau, Linda McCullough. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
This is an agreement with Backroads Advertising. They distribute our travel guide and literature throughout Ohio's Amish country, which is a very heavily visited area of Ohio.
Okay, when are we going?
When would you like, Anthony?
I'm ready anytime. Thanks, Linda. All right, domestic relations. Who do we have? Jimmy. Thank you, Jimmy.
You're welcome. Good morning, everyone. Domestic Relations is rescinding an agreement with West Publishing Corporation for legal research services. The reason being, it'll be done internally through our prosecutor's office, and it'll reduce the cost.
Good.
Thank you. Very nice. Perfect. Okay, my buddy Joe's up there. Hazmat, CD&E. Joe, good morning.
Good morning, Commissioners. How are we today?
Good, sir.
Good.
The hazmat team would like the commissioners to enter an agreement with HazTech Systems. They do the HazCAD kit, which is our mobile lab that we use to identify unknown chemicals alongside the roadway. This will be for $29.63 annually for the next 3 years. The D is an agreement with Fallsman Incorporated for maintaining our fleet, and that will be $34.40 annually for the next 3 years, and enter into an agreement with Subaquatic / Breathing Air Systems for the air compressor for our air packs, and that's $49.0617 for the next 3 years.
Okay. Thank you very much, Joe.
Yeah.
Okay, lead, Phil Perrier.
Good morning, Commissioners. This is an agreement with American Pinnacle Construction for lead hazard control and healthy homes work at 1637 Himrod, the amount of $10,700.
Okay, thank you very much. Commissioners, what's your pleasure?
Approval of motion to approve number 2 agreements A through F.
Second.
Roll call?
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes.
Commissioner Middy?
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficante?
Yes. Change orders, 3A, Senor Fortunato.
Commissioners, this is a change order for Juvenile Justice Center. It's for mechanical, electrical, and plumbing. What occurred there, we have an unforeseen circumstance, and I even brought, I could show if you want. The elbows are so full of tar, which they initially knew.
Oh, God.
Like a heart valve.
Holy moly.
They didn't know, yes, they didn't know they went all the way down under the horizontal concrete slab.
Oh, my God.
They tried their best to try to get them cleared out, could not do it. The easiest and least expensive option at this time, they're gonna run the drains through the ceiling and out, away from the building, and then to a drain. Now, when they're through with the project, this cost may be partially a deduct, because there is in there for unforeseen.
Right.
So we'll be coming back to you when the work's completed. It's just years and years of the heat and tar and gravel.
Oh,
All is gone under the concrete slab, and we would have had to jackhammer, interrupt the courts.
well, that'd have been a nightmare,
Yeah,
believe
so-
me.
That would've went-
Sometimes that's an only option.
Yes,
Unfortunately, I've seen that happen before. It's a mess.
And
but
that would
this
be
was
a
supposedly,
mess.
this is the best option at this time and alleviate that. So we're moving forward, and we've started both roof projects.
Thank you, Jimmy. I've been on top of that from day one. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Okay, motion,
Motion to approve number 3 change orders, A.
Second.
roll call.
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati?
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficante?
Yes, motion to approve resolutions.
Motion to approve resolutions number 1 additions.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati?
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficante?
Yes. Moving on, we have resolutions A through E. And Commissioners OMB, Audrey?
Commissioners, this is a resolution approving a moral obligation payment of $46,347 to the Austintown Plaza Limited for costs associated with increased construction costs and planning changes for the Austintown Court. This will be the final cost. And they're actually moving in today.
Oh, wow.
Good. Good.
Yes.
Okay. Convention Visitors Bureau, Linda?
Hello again. This is a resolution to authorize a $500 sponsorship grant. The Optimist Youth Golf Foundation is holding their Northern Ohio Open, or tournament, I should say, at Mill Creek Golf Course in June, and then we'd like to give them a $500 sponsorship.
Okay. Thank you. Kathy Lewis, data? Hi, Kathy. Is that correct?
She's muted.
Which one is she?
She's up there.
Hi, guys. Sorry about that. This is a resolution of the NASPO contract for, with Carasoft to purchase DocuSign for data in Moscow.
Very good, thank you. And recycling, Lou?
Morning, Commissioners. This is another one of the designation agreements we've been pushing forward. This time it's with Geneva Landfill. This allows them to accept solid waste that was generated in Mahoning County.
Very good, thank you, Lou. And sanitary, Mr. Genetti.
Commissioners, letter E is a resolution of necessity to purchase 2 GMC Sierra 2500 four-wheel drive trucks from Bob Ross Buick and 2 GM Silverado double cab trucks from Ganley Chevrolet of Aurora. These are both through the State of Ohio Cooperative Purchasing Program in the total amount of $119,236, non-general funds.
Okay, all right, Commissioners? Motion?
Number 2 resolutions, A through E, a motion to approve.
Second.
Roll call?
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati?
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficante?
Yes.
And
All righty. For the good of the order, any elected officials or department heads would like to comment?
that's right there.
Pat,
Pat?
we see you.
I don't have anything today.
Okay.
Dennis?
Anyone else? Then we're going to definitely go to Dennis because I'm going to give him the floor unless somebody else wanted to comment.
Commissioners, Chief Sakely, Deputy Chief Noble, and myself, and the rest of the hazmat team would like to thank you guys for your continued support. Chief Sakely wanted me to report on, we had a agronomy hazmat emergency response class held in Sebring with Heritage Cooperative Teaching. We had 82% of our staff there and participated. We even had Anna Diasenis come, and she got to see firsthand what we train on, what we do, and how we do it. And we would just like to thank you for that.
Thank you. And I heard it was a big success, and the chief had explained that to me, and very proud of what you guys are doing, especially in the western part of the county. I thought that was really good.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Anyone else before we go to Dennis O'Hara for an update? No? I see Anna there. Anna, any comments on Sebring? No?
Unmute your computer, Anna.
Anna's just like.
She's talking to herself.
I know.
Yes.
There you go.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but I did learn a couple things.
Okay.
One is that I use too much bleach in my laundry. It only takes very minuscule amounts of chemicals to make it work in the diluted properties that, happen out there in the real world. And that farming is really a great asset to Ohio and our communities. And the Heritage Cooperative is, it was very interesting to learn how farming works and so forth. More so that, because I'm not going to go on a hazmat call, but it was interesting how they all have to cooperate to secure our public safety. So it was very interesting.
Good deal.
Thanks, Anna, for attending. I was supposed to be there, but unfortunately I couldn't. So I really thank you for going as you always do. You always cover for us. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right, anyone else? No? All right, Dennis, we need updates. The floor is yours, sir.
Okay, thank you. So I have a couple updates. The first update I wanted to share was that FEMA has announced some COVID-19 funeral assistance, and that is all operated at the federal level. This information has been posted to the county website and the EMA webpage as well, it has also been sent out to our first responder partners so that it can get out into the community as well. So there's an 800 number that has been published. It's 1-844-684-6333. And that will be conducted at a call center operated by FEMA for anybody that has passed away or any family members that have had somebody pass away. There is some criteria that you have to meet, but all of it is on the website or available if you call that. I also have, I wanted to mention updates on the mass vaccination clinics. Last week, the health department conducted the first clinic at the old Dillard's department store in the Southern Park Mall. Conducted 1,600 vaccinations. It worked very well. We made a number of corrective actions that we're making throughout this week, including today with a partnership or a collaboration between the Sheriff's Office and Boardman Fire that are assisting us in moving some additional equipment in to make some changes to our EMS area of the clinic. So this week, the next clinic is Saturday, the 10th. There are 1,300 vaccinations scheduled for that. And then the next clinic after that will move to Friday and Saturday. So they will be next Friday, the 16th, and Saturday, the 17th. Unfortunately, at this time, due to the incident that occurred in Baltimore with the Johnson & Johnson factory mishap of where 15 million doses of the vaccine were destroyed, it's unknown if the health department is going to continue to receive the Johnson & Johnson or if it may be another manufacturer. We don't know. It may be a week-to-week allocation from the state of Ohio. We just don't know. On a conference call yesterday with ODH, it just was up in the air. It may go week to week at this point. So, but I would just encourage everybody to follow up, watch their website when they open up the link and the availability to register for that clinic. And then the last item I have is I wanted to re-announce the launch of the new alert system that we have in the county called Ready Mahoning. This alert system allows us the ability to provide notifications in real time to residents, whether it's a local emergency or a National Weather Service watch or warning issued. The alerts do not require an app. So it's very similar to the system that is used at Youngstown State University that they call Penguin Alerts. This system will send a text or a voice they will call you or send an email, and it's also linked to social media. So there's multiple options to receive the alerts, and there's a couple different types that you can click on. So it's all opt-in, and you could click on the ability to receive watches, warnings, and those will come directly from the National Weather Service, or local alerts that would come from the county in the event of an emergency. For example, Chief DePorter is on here. If there was a hazardous materials incident, there could be a geocoding circle put around an area of the county that may be impacted to a hazardous materials incident. So it has the capabilities to do a number of things, and it increases our ability to provide mass notification to the residents and visitors of Mahoning County, in addition to the 52 tornado sirens that we have. So this will it will complement that. Every tool that we have available, we want to be able to utilize to provide warnings in the event of severe weather or a large-scale emergency. All of that information is available on the website, mahoningcountyoh.gov. It's on the EMA page with a link directly to the website. You just enter a few pieces of information in, and that's how you will receive it if you want emails, so on and so forth.
Dennis, we have to put a user ID and password in there. Is that correct?
Yes, it does ask for a user ID and password, and that gives you the ability to go in and change it. If you say you don't want to say you click on watches and warnings, but you don't want to receive watches anymore, you can go in and uncheck the watches. So it does ask for a user ID. It suggests using your email address just as your user ID, and then you create a password and go in, and that gives you the ability to use the system as much as you would like to.
Oh, okay.
I don't have it on.
Yeah, he said.
He sent a text message.
Oh, well, Dennis, thank you very much. And doesn't that emulate the Penguin at YSU?
Yes,
Their
it
alert
definitely
system?
does. It works it's the same system that Youngstown State uses that they call Penguin Alerts.
Penguin alert.
So it allows you to send out information. So there could be a way to send out text alerts that direct you to your email, depending on what the alerts or the information is. So the text alerts, we're allowed so many characters. Emails, you can put a little more detail in, but it does provide the ability to push out these alerts in a multiple platforms.
Wow.
We'll have to get it online.
Okay.
You trying to do it.
Well, if we have any trouble, we'll be calling you. We appreciate that and all your hard work, Dennis. Thanks for the updates.
Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else? Jimmy? Anyone here? No? Carol? Dave?
I just
Carol?
want to thank everybody. Thanks, Dennis, for all the updates. I did see that on TV a couple days ago. They had the alert on how to get it on TV. You put your phone to this. You could have put your phone to they had the site right on the TV, and you could have put your phone right to that. But I want to thank him for all the updates, and Ryan T-Tac and Aaron for all their hard work in getting everyone vaccinated. You know, you hear so many varied things about about the virus, that we're just hoping that because we're getting vaccinated, we still have to watch. We still need to wear our mask, somewhat distanced from everyone. And it makes you feel a lot more at ease, but we still need to watch everything that we've done with our going out and socializing. Just be careful. I mean, I know summer's here, everybody's getting antsy. I know we all are, but just be careful. And I want to thank everybody for all the work they're doing on the COVID relief and everything that we have from the government to help our residents here in Mahoning County. Have a nice weekend, stay safe. It's supposed to be beautiful. Let's hope so. Partners.
David?
Yeah, it was beautiful last night too. I went out and filled my tank sprayer up with Roundup and was hitting where the grass is and all my mulch islands before I do it and before I put my mulch down. And lo and behold, I go in the house, it doesn't start raining. And the last thing you want to happen is after you put Roundup down in the rain, and wash it into the grass that you don't want to kill, because it kills everything.
That's right.
But yeah, so I should have, I did actually, I blame Dennis. I think I took Dennis's name in vain last night, because I looked at the weather report, didn't say it was gonna rain last night. And I blame Dennis every time that the weather changes and we're not aware of it. So Dennis, if I get grass killed in my yard, it's your fault. So,
Little boys too.
And you did a good
She
speech
forgot
the
about
other day. I forgot about that. I'm
Yeah.
looking at that going, we were at
Yeah,
Jeff
so-
McGotta's and Dave spoke, was very good, flying high.
So
Sorry.
Anthony and Carol and I had the privilege of being at the Professional Development Center over at the Chase Bank the other morning for the grand opening
God.
of his center and the ribbon cutting of it. And Jeff Magada is he started flying high, actually. And the Professional Development Center is a group that he's put together, or a program to be able to expeditedly process and train people to prepare them for the workforce. And he's done that, to make sure they have driver's license, transportation, they're drug-free, they have the skills necessary, and they're getting them prepared in a lot of different fashions for work, like at the Macy's warehouse, the TGX, different entities that people, believe it or not, there's a lot of jobs out there. They can't find anyone to fill the positions. So this just is another way of him working with other groups like MyCap and Mahoning, the Drug and Alcohol Board, to be able to place people into positions where they're prepared to take jobs in the workforce. They just do a phenomenal job. And I got the privilege of talking about Jeff because Jeff and I go way back, because when I started as a trustee in Austintown in '93, Jeff was the juvenile diversion caseworker in the Austintown Police Department. We were the only police department, or we were the first police department to start a juvenile diversion program. Joe Giampetro was a lieutenant in there, and Jeff Magada was the only caseworker. And ultimately, we grew to add staffing caseworkers. Jeff became the supervisor of the diversion program. And they had so many awards in the state of Ohio. At one time, they were ranked with an 86% success rate. 75 different programs were started in the state of Ohio that mirrored this program, and it was used as a benchmark program to use in the state and still used in a lot of different communities today. So Jeff started the Flying High in '94. While he was still part of the juvenile diversion program. And he did that as just kind of a way to help young adults to get off the street. And, he set up sporting events and different things for them to do. And then it evolved into the Flying High that it has today with, so many people working for him, the partnerships, the groups that he's been able to touch with and to move forward with. And I'm really proud of him. He's not that much younger than me. I mean, he's about 7 or 8 years younger than me. It's not quite as young as Anthony.
I got him beat.
But he's just a good person. And they always say, if Jeff Magada can't help you or find someone that can help you, then you don't want help. And Jeff's a tough love kind of guy. And he's lived it and done a great job in helping so many people in the county. He also had a baseball scholarship, was one hell of a baseball player. And he said he always thought he'd get to the next level, but he found his calling. So, but anyway, I just want to congratulate Jeff and, my colleagues and we try to help them. They're part of the campus of care that we have put together at the old Youngstown Developmental Center, under Carol's leadership and so it's a lot of interaction with good groups and making great progress. So,
Got a great garden,
yep,
great vegetables.
that's right. Yeah, you can
Oh, I love
add
it.
to that. They're doing something with
Greenhouse.
spices or something, right? That-
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
And he has, I must say.
Yeah, it's something Euporium or something, what is it?
He's
Spices
got the
and-
best, I have to say this, and Italians
We
know
grow some
about.
medical marijuana there?
No.
Jesus.
Just
He
curious.
has the best Swiss chard I have ever eaten.
I don't
It
know.
is the
Is that
baby-
cheese? Is that cheese?
No,
Swiss-
it's a greens, it's part of green, it's a greens, it's like regular Swiss chard, then there's the baby Swiss chard.
Is that
like-
Italian, Nancy?
Nancy?
Well, I gotta tell you, it is the best.
You're Italian.
I buy bushels of it. The tomatoes, he does the gardens at all the block watches and the fresh gardens, fresh foods that he does at the Flea. And I mean, when his produce, when the harvest comes in, he's at all of these. And that's what we need, honestly. And at the campus of care, when they give us that money for the campus of care, we will have a beautiful greenhouse that he will be working out of, as well as fresh market. Like if you remember the Piatt Street Market, we're trying to
That was the
reinvent
best.
that to a degree so that the campus of care could have their wares there and everybody could sell. I mean, this is like a vision 2 or 3 years down the road, but it's gonna work. We can all go buy our fresh vegetables from him.
Oh.
That's my pitch for the fresh
Very good.
vegetables.
Carol and Dave agree with both of my colleagues. Lou Macklin said it best, that, here's a guy, Jeff Magada, that ran the race. He didn't quit. He didn't give in when he first started doing things like this with Flying High. People doubted him. And now, if you'd see where he started and where he ended up, there's over 30 different community partners, maybe even more, that are involved with him in potential development. And Dave did a great job. He was the speaker there that day. Dave, I want to commend you on a great speech. He's known Jeff for a long time. And one thing that I always loved about Flying High and potential development is it helps people who have challenging backgrounds. Some people may just have, got out of prison, can't get a driver's license, or in drug treatment, but they want to work. They don't know where to go. There's nowhere for them to actually ask for help. If you go to potential development, you will definitely get help through his organization. There is hope. And a lot of people that day talked about hope, and that agency with the community partners, and there's too many to mention, gives hope to this community. So please utilize potential development because the community partners that are with Jeff Magada and Flying High are immense. And, one thing that I heard that day, commissioners, and I'm sure that you heard it too, was the passion that everybody spoke about what is involved in that agency in our community. That's how important that program is. So we're very happy that we have Jeff. And I didn't know, Dave, he was on his way to be a professional baseball player. That's unbelievable because he does have a physical, he's built like a baseball player.
Well, he was a little slimmer back then.
Was
but-
he? We all were, right?
Yeah, but
Yes,
he
he
was
was.
one heck of a ball. He had a full ride to Akron.
Did he
To
really?
play baseball, yeah.
I didn't know that. That was pretty cool. But in any event, have a nice weekend. And Nancy, when is our next meeting?
Next Thursday, right here.
Okay.
Motion to adjourn.
Second,
Roll call.
Commissioner Ditzler?
yes.
Commissioner Euclid?
Yes.
Commissioner Castillo?
Yes, thank you.